10 signs that car prices will crash by 60% in 2023. The insane car price bubble is about to collapse. How is this bubble created, and how is it possible that this huge bubble could burst any day now? During the pandemic, there has been a shift in public transport. In addition, a severe supply constraint on cars had emerged during this insane period. Right now, car dealers are seeing prices falling rapidly. This is due to current market conditions such as rising interest rates and car production picking up. We'll be discussing the 10 telltale signs that car prices are set to crash by a whopping 60% in 2023. Yes, you heard that right, 60%. Wholesale prices for used cars adjusted for seasonality, mileage, and age shot up roughly 88% in January 2022, with the average used car selling for $27,156, a 1.5% decrease from the prior month, according to Kelley Blue Book. New car prices, on the other hand, are still historically high, but the rate of price growth is slowing down. The average transaction price hit a record $49,507 in December, but fell to $47,681 in January, according to car pricing site admins. However, the combination of easy credit provided to consumers at attractive interest rates and constrained car production due to semiconductor shortages caused used car prices to soar. Millions of drivers had no choice but to take out exorbitant loans on cars since new car inventory was at an all-time low. As a result, consumers have seen the average used car costing more than a new one, making the used car bubble even bigger than the new car bubble. While the average interest paid over the life of a new car loan reached a record $8,436, the average interest paid over the life of a used car loan reached an all-time high of $10,204. But now, with interest rates rising and Americans cutting discretionary spending, used car prices are in free fall, plummeting 8.8% in the past month alone, marking the highest monthly decline since June 2009. Some cars have already dropped in value by as much as 30% since the peak of the bubble. Falling used car prices mean that the vast majority of consumers who bought cars in the past 2 years are now underwater, owing more to the banks than their cars are actually worth. This situation has created a perfect storm, with dealers unable to sell the car, consumers unable to buy a car, and lenders unable to finance a car. Some lenders are starting to waive the open auto stipulation clause, which means they are accepting lending on a new car purchase, knowing the consumer has an open auto loan with a different bank. This is incredibly risky because the consumer is very likely to default on the first loan, but it's the only way lenders can finance cars and dealers can put cars on the road. Hence, we're seeing a wave of repossessions hitting the used car market in 2023, leading to an upcoming auto loan crisis. The upcoming wave of repossessions will most likely be similar to the auto loan downturn in the 1920s or early 2010s, according to analysts. In the 1920s, car manufacturers and dealers offered easy credit to consumers, which resulted in surging car sales. However, after the market crashed, many borrowers found themselves unable to make their loan payments, leading to decreasing car sales and an economic depression. In the early 2010s, a car loan bubble emerged, fueled by low interest rates and lax lending standards that provoked a boom in car loan originations. But most of these loans were subprime, meaning they were issued to borrowers with poor credit. So when interest rates began to rise and the economy slowed, subprime borrowers defaulted on their loans, causing a downturn in the auto industry. The used car market in the United States is facing a crisis due to a sharp decline in the value of used cars. This has caused many used car dealerships to be upside down, meaning the value of the car is less than what they paid for it, leading to a significant reduction in trade-in offers. Used car dealerships are struggling to stay afloat in the face of this challenging situation. A wholesaler interviewed by Drive emphasized the need for caution when accepting trade-ins, stating that nobody knows where the bottom of this bubble is. The industry has experienced significant turbulence and unpredictability in the past 2 years, and the market has turned. The longer cars sit unsold, the more it costs dealerships money. Experts predict that used car prices will fall another 20 to 25% in 2023, and new car prices could drop by 5 to 10% in the coming months. Factors such as weaker domestic demand and rising borrowing costs are contributing to additional downward pressure on used car prices. The deteriorating auto loan market is also causing concern, with delinquencies and defaults on the rise. Lenders that made bad loans with artificially high used car values in 2022 are facing negative earnings and a probable dilution. Elon Musk and Cathie Wood have both warned about the potential ripple effects of this situation, with Wood going so far as to call it potentially the biggest financial crisis ever. Experts advise caution for anyone in the market for a car and suggest waiting a little longer before making a purchase. Used car prices are falling around 2% per month, and the value of anything you buy now is likely to continue to decline. For those with an extra car they don't need, now may be a good time to sell it while prices are still relatively high. Being caught up in this crisis can be catastrophic, so taking a cautious approach is the best course of action. What are your thoughts on the matter?